Stitchy Friends! Welcome back to my Flosstube channel, Kate B Stitching, where we talk mostly about cross stitching and the occasional craft or two. This is Flosstube number 9. Welcome back, friends, and those who watch me on the regular, and welcome to those who don't watch me and this is their first time. I hope you stay a while. Can you believe it? It has been probably a month since I've last been here. I haven't really been feeling well. I have had some bad anemia and some other stuff going on, and so I've been really exhausted, and to the point where I haven't really been feeling up to filming or doing much of anything. I've cross-stitched and so I'll show you what I've been up to, but I've gotten on some iron tablets, so hopefully that'll start helping me feel better. And but I'm excited to show you what I have. I also been watching Flosstube and I've noticed that people are getting out their fall and Halloween whips, and that has gotten me excited about fall and Halloween. And so I got out some of mine to show you kind of like a mini whip parade. I started working on some the last couple days, and so I wanted to kind of show you what I'm going to be working on the next little while. And so I hope you enjoy that. I'll do that at the end after all of my current whips and finishes and everything. And yeah, I guess we could just get started. Let's see. I'm going to show you an FFO, fully finished. This one I'm really excited about. So I did this with my daughter. It took us about 2 full days to do. Let me show you the pattern that we used. It's from Frizzy Lizzie Stitches. And if you want her pattern, you would go to her Etsy or her you can go to at Frizzy Lizzie Stitches at her Instagram, and it will take you to her pattern. But this is what it looks like. A lot of you have seen it before. It's super cute. She's a crafty girl, and it has this goose on it. It's called Crafty Goose. Isn't it so cute? My daughter picked it out, and we decided to put this on a sweatshirt. But of course we had to do it in different colors. But to do it on a t-shirt, we used this. We could have used this tearaway canvas, but we decided it was a little bit of a struggle to do that. But if you want to, you can put this on fabric and sew on fabric with this, and you can get this at Hobby Lobby. But I wanted to tell you that this is an option. But what I ended up getting is this water-soluble cross-stitch Ada. It was 14 count. I got it from Amazon. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. No, it's too clear. Anyways, it's clear with little holes in it, just like Ada. It's just clear Ada, and you would cut it, and then we just pinned it down on the sweatshirt, and it's just like Ada. So, and then it's water soluble. So once your pattern or your stitch is complete on the fabric, either like a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or whatever, you would rinse it off with warm water, and that's it. And this is what it turned out looking like. This is like a hoodie. The hood is up here, but this is what it turned out looking like. Doesn't that look so cute? And hers, the She's a Girl, is pink on hers. And we did it just slightly different, but they both look pretty much the same. But isn't that so cute? We have matching sweaters that we can wear together. Obviously, it's a little too hot right now. It's in the 90s. She can wear hers because she lives in a basement apartment, but I cannot wear it quite yet. But we're excited to wear them together. And she's 20. She has the cross stitch bug, which I'm really excited about. So we cross stitch together quite a bit, which is really fun. I actually have a start that I'll show you shortly that we're doing together, which is really fun. All right, that one I was really excited to show you. This stuff, it comes 8.6 inches by 39 inches for $20.99. And again, it's 14 count Ada, and that's just the one I found, but there was other types, other counts that you can find, but I wouldn't go much smaller than 14 count because it would be hard to sew on. I had to use leather on my finger. We both had to use leather on our finger to push it through this sweatshirt. It was pretty tough. So doing it on like a t-shirt would be much easier. And you could do a smaller count if you wanted to, but 14 count was pretty good for what pattern we were doing. So it just depends on what pattern you're doing, what count you would want to get. All right. Next, I have a finish, which I'm pretty excited about. It's not an FFO. It's just a finish that I'm excited about. It is from this book, Hello America, by Teresa Kogut. But it's this pattern out of the book. Whoops. I don't want you to see the pattern. For You and Me. Now, you can see that there's stars on here, these yellow stars. I decided not to put the yellow stars on. I just thought it was a little cluttery, so I didn't put those on. But other than that, I loved every bit of the rest of it. It reminds me of my dad. I thought he looked a little like my dad with a top hat on. He just is so cute. Oh, such a cute little pattern. I think he'll make a little cute pillow. I'm still stuck in Patriotic a little bit. I think I'm finishing up on my Patriotic. This was stitched on Live and Die Buttermilk 20 count Ada. That's why it's so little and cute. And then I used all the called for, it was all DMC and then 1 week's Dye Works. But this buttermilk, Live and Die Buttermilk, so fun to work with. It was such a nice Ada to work on. It's really beautiful. I'll definitely be buying more of this. I have it on a few different patterns because I bought a half yard at my last retreat that I went to, and I'll definitely be buying it. I know that 123 Stitch has some, so I'll be buying some from there. But it's really a beautiful fabric for sure. Anyways, love this one. Be doing a pillow out of this probably really soon. I have like a built-up of finishes that I really need to work on. And so I should be doing that soon. Let's see. I have another one in that book that I'm working on, but I didn't get to it, unfortunately. All right. My next, I have a few starts. But I was going to tell you, I went camping while I still wasn't feeling well, but I went camping and my family chipped in so well. Even though I wasn't feeling good, they chipped in and helped out so much, but we had such a good time. We went up and we got a spot where there was a little creek right next to us. And so it was really cool. And we did a fire, so it was warm at night. We did, my daughter brought up these, what do you call them? Cinnamon rolls. And we did those instead of s'mores. It was a big mess, but we tried it anyways. And it worked out a little bit, but it was messy. So we're going to try it a different way next time. My husband ended up putting them in our little cast iron pie maker, and that worked really well. So we're going to get another one of those. So we have two and do the cinnamon rolls that way. And that worked out way better than on sticks. Like it shows it on Pinterest. Like you can totally do it. No, it's so much harder in real life. What else did we do? We played so many games. My daughter, her boyfriend, my son, me, and my husband went. And it was just a good time, you know? You go camping and you have a great time. All right. The first start that I have is Baltimore Saltbox by With Thy Needle and Thread. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. It's kind of patriotic, but not like you could keep it up all year if you wanted to, which I really like. I did this on Platinum Ada 18 count, and I'm using all the called for. So a pretty small start. I did this in 2 days, so not a lot of work on it. This is just the staff or the flag right here. So not a huge start, but it's a pretty easy one because there's not a lot of fill in. Right here, it's just all that flower, which is really nice. So I'm excited to get more on that beam because I can keep it up all year, which is really nice. I could probably keep up Patriotic most of the year and be happy. All right. This is the one that I was talking about that me and my daughter are doing together. I bought these little bags from Michael's for, I think it was like 70% off. They were $3. So I was happy. But hey, it fits and it was cheap. It works. This is Honeybees and Stitching Please by Primrose Cottage. My daughter picked this one out and I thought it was cute. So we started on it together. I didn't get very far. That was all I got done in one day. But hey, it's a good start and we're going to be working on it together. Kind of here and there. And so you'll see a little bit and yeah, you'll kind of see stuff here and there. Oh, there's my daughter calling me right now. I'll call her right back. let's see. That's all my starts. I just had the 2 starts. I had another start, but it's fall related, so I'll show you in the fall stuff. And then I had a few whips. I had this guy. I'm excited to show you this one because last time I talked to you, I was working on the Ben Franklin. Let's see. This is Liberty by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I was working on Ben Franklin. And this one is done with Vintage Country Mocha 20 count. And it's all the called for that I'm doing. But I did figure out how to do Ben Franklin. It doesn't look amazing, but I did do it. It is in my own writing, pretty much. But it works. Can you see that okay? I hope you can see it okay. And then I worked on the, what is that, a hexagon with the eagle that's supposed to go in there. I finished the quote and everything. So I've got quite a bit done on there. The eagle goes right here and a flag goes up here. And I decided to leave the Ben Franklin because I think it's important to have it. And the reason why, maybe you didn't see my last episode, but the reason why it's in my own writing is because this is Ada and it's over 1. And you can't do over 1 on Ada. You can only do, well, it is already over 1. So you can't do that small in Ada. And I wanted it to stay small. So it was just tricky to do. But give it a try. If you're doing Ada and you want that Ben Franklin to be on there, definitely work with it and do it because it's well worth it, I think. All right. Next one I have is the Patriotic Quaker. By Primrose Cottage. There we go. I only had blue on here before. This is Mushroom Sand, 20 count Ada. And I ended up doing my colors, my own colors. Let's see. So I only had blue on here before, and then all the red that has been added has been since last time. So I got quite a bit done. And the colors I'm using, instead of Color and Cotton colors, I'm using Gentle Arts, Buckeye Scarlet, Gentle Arts Freedom, and then just white DMC. And I think they're turning out really cute. I really like the colors and how they're turning out, especially the Buckeye Scarlet. Ooh, it is a really pretty variegated red. I would use it again, for sure. All right. The next one I have is, let's see, my Counting Rules. Stitching Rules, sorry, by Primrose Cottage. I'm trying to do a stitch section once a month, or maybe not even once a month, maybe even like once every 2 to 3 weeks. And I've kept up on that so far. And let's see. And I'm doing my own colors along with some of the DMC conversion that they have come up with. The color that has really popped that's different on mine is the green. I'm using Bean Sprout by Classic Colorworks, and it has really variegated the green, and it's really nice. It's really pretty. That's probably the only one that's really made a big difference on mine, is that green. But I really like how it's turning out. The fabric is Fox and Rabbit Saltbush 18 count Aida, and it's probably just a skosh darker than the called for. Theirs is a light ash gray. Whoop. And I would say it's just a skosh darker, the Fox and Rabbit is. But I really like it. I really like how it looks. All right. One more whip I have. Of course, my Sal, my Stitch Along, is With Thy Hands by Teresa Kogut. Oop, let me go back a little bit. I'm doing the main one. So if you want to stitch along with me, you're welcome to. I've gotten quite a bit done on this one. And I really enjoy stitching on this. It has been really a joy. Mostly on the bottom, I've got the heart filled in the hand. I've gotten all of the flowers finished up here and down here. Except for like these big ones. I did these, and I just have to fill in the center of these two big flowers. But this is what it looks like so far. And so I'm going to finish the bottom. The flowers are just what needs to be finished on the bottom half. And a little bit of grass right here. And then that bottom section will be done, and then I'll move to the center section, start working on the center section and get that done, and then move up to the top. And then I think I'll work a little bit on the, what do you call this? The edging, not the edging, but you know what I'm talking about. The border. I had to think about that for a second. Brain fart. Anyways, I'll do the border here. Maybe I'll work on a little bit of the border here and there. I probably shouldn't leave it to the end, but I might. The border is really nice because the border is, all four sides are different. So it wouldn't get too monogamous. Is that the right word? Monogamous? It wouldn't be too bad to do. So that's nice. But I do want to get this middle section done. There's a really cute tomato right here that I want to do. Anyways, this has been definitely by far my favorite stitch to work on. I love working on it. All right. I wanted to tell you guys, my poor son, he wasn't feeling good up camping either. And we had a appointment for him to go get an ultrasound on his side, maybe his appendix, because he'd been hurting. and the doctor wanted to just get it checked out. So we went in to get his appendix ultrasound. Well, he wasn't hurting at the time we went and got his ultrasound done. And they're like, "Are you sure you're not hurting?" And he's like, "No." Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, are you, like, what are you? And he's like, a 0. And, well, they're like, "Well, you need to go down to the ER right now because your appendix is inflamed and you do need to talk to like a surgeon." We're like, okay. So we go down to the ER and they get him in and they're like, "Well, we need to get a CT. Make sure that this really is what's going on because you're not in any pain." And so he gets a CT and they're like, "Are you sure you're not in any pain?" And he's like, "No." He's just fine. And so, so he has to get surgery that day. His surgeon came back and he said that it had already burst. It had already ruptured. It was like a bomb had went off in his poor little like the area his appendix is. He had just dealt with the pain. He had to have had the, pain tolerance of, I don't know what, but he didn't complain about pain at all. Like, he had a little pain, but not like pain of a rupturing appendix. So we're going to have to be really careful with him if he has pain. We have to take it extremely serious now because he has pain tolerance of we don't know because he's just never been sick. He's just not a sick kid. This is the first time he's had anything wrong with him. So anyways, he's just not a complaining kid. He doesn't complain. He doesn't really get sick. I don't know. It was crazy what happened. But he's fine. He's doing great. It's been like a week and a half since surgery and he's up and doing stuff and he's taking it easy, which we've told him he can't lift stuff and he's still just chugging along, just being his old self again. It's amazing what these kids can go through and the pain that they can go through, and they're just fine. I would have been such a baby because I have a pain tolerance of 0. But I'm really proud of him for handling it for as long as he did. He's a good kid. So, it's crazy. But anyways, I was going to tell you my plans for fall stuff. I did get one Happy Stitchy stash, which is kind of boring that I only got one. Well, I got a couple, but it's kind of mixed in with my stuff, like that new stitch that I started with my daughter, that I bought. But I bought this. I'm pretty excited about it. It's Hello Halloween by Teresa Kogut. I have to have, all the hellos from Teresa Kogut. I think there's 10 stitches in here. So if you're looking for a really good book with a bunch of stitches, look in here. It is really good. There's one that I really enjoyed. This one right here is really cute. That top witch with the moon. I want to do that really bad. I want to do this, but I know it'll take forever. And I also have Halloween Hawk Run Hollow. So it's like these two are kind of similar to me. They're like similar sizes and similar hard. They're similar, like maybe not hard. They're both not hard. I guess they just will take a similar amount of time. So I have to make a decision. Do I want to do this one or do I want to do this one? I already have this one already kitted up. I should say I don't have the fabric for this one, but I do have all of the thread for it. And so I probably should do this one. Oh, just looking at it again makes me want to do it again, but I want to do this one too. It's really hard because I want to do them both. And I don't have the time to do them both. But I really do love this Hawk Run Hollow. This is all of the threads for it. Can you believe that that's a lot of thread? Oh gosh. Yeah. That's all the thread that's on it. Oh gosh. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just do a couple of the smaller ones in here, or one of the smaller ones in here, because there's several that are really cute in here that I would love to do. There's one in here that I'd love to do for my sister too. That would be really fun. This one I don't have kitted up. This is Between Friends, a fall sampling, and this is by Summer House Stitchworks by Hands On Design. It's by both companies, and because they worked together on it. And I have all of the wool to do all of these wool designs for it. And so I don't have this kitted up, but I could easily kit this up and be happy. This one is really fun. I've worked on it only a little bit. If I can open up the bag. Huh. Maybe not. I don't think I'm going to be opening up the bag. Maybe I'll have to show you next time. I got the zipper part back on, but the bag isn't opening. Oh, I got it. I have it all kitted up. It is Teresa Kogut, and it's these two monsters. They're Fabulous Monsters Series 2 and 3. But what's fun is the fabric. It is from Fabric Flair. Let's see what it says. It's called the Haunted Witch House. Man, I barely have any started, but I only have a shoe started. But look at how awesome this house is. And the little monsters go across the bottom. Isn't that awesome? I probably should get a lot more done on that. So there's another thing that I can work on. This one is not started, but I do have the fabric already. And it's Autumn Quaker by Primrose Cottage. That would be a quick one to do. Let's see. This one I'm giving to my daughter, but I might do it first. It's Heart and Hand, creeping it around. It'd be a cute one. I have the fabric and I have the flosses too, but I think I might give it to my daughter. Oh, this one's fun. I have two in this one. This one's from last year. It was free. A Free Stitch Friday. Booze, Hisses, and Cross Stitches by Primrose Cottage. And it was a Free Stitch Friday. I don't know which month it was, but near October, I'm assuming. This was a Fat Quarter exclusive, and it was a free stitch. You probably could still find it. Here's the information. Oh, and then I have this one. I've already finished this one. Salem Sister Stitchery, Primrose Cottage. I'll have to show you that one when I have it all done. I have it probably over there, but I have a frame for it that's really fun, and I'm excited to show you guys when I get it all framed up. Then I have When Pumpkins Glow. This is by With Thy Needle and Thread. There we go. This one's probably my favorite fall one. And I have the pumpkins done because that was my favorite part. Now I have to do all the words and the little bushes. And that's my least favorite part. But I'm excited to get it done. And I'll probably just make a little pillow out of it because it's super cute. But and then I also have this book. I've only done the Trick or Treat out of it, and I've started this one, which is right here. Yeah. So the Trick or Treat one is in my stuff to finish to FFO. All right. I'm almost done. Oh, this one's cute. This one I got online at thelittlestitcher.blogspot.com, or you can go on Etsy and at The Little Stitcher. And this is what the pattern looks like. The Little Autumn Fox. I've only worked on this one, and I've just done the circle. So I'm not even going to pull it out. But all I've done is the circle on this one. But it is so cute. I love this pumpkin over there. And I love this little sampler. I just love all three of them. I just think they're super cute. She did a really good job on this. Alright, two more. This one I just kitted up with fabric and floss. Midnight Watch by Blackbird's Designs. This one is one of my favorites too. I love this one. I love the black cat. I love those little checker pumpkins. It is super cute. The fabric that I chose is this shale 18 count Ada. Isn't it so pretty? You can get it at 1, 2, 3 stitch. I'm super excited to try it. I think it'll be really pretty. Don't you think that'll be pretty? Ooh, yes. I love it. So I'm excited to start that. I almost started it last night, and then I decided to start another one. The next one that I'm going to show you. It was a toss-up. So this is my last one. This one I got online too, off of Etsy. It's from Stitches Through the Years, and it's called Happy Harvest. Here's far back, but here's what it looks like. See the little sheep on there with the basket of pumpkins. I just love it. And this is Vintage Country Mocha. All the called for, it's just DMC, but that's all I got done, was a little bit of the house outline. So nothing too exciting. But I'm excited to do it because this is something I haven't seen around very often. At least I've only seen it on Etsy. I haven't seen anybody else do it, and so I would love to see somebody else do it. I think it'd be fun. It's a cute one. All right, I think that's it. Well, I didn't get to say Happy 4th because I missed it, and we just had the 24th of July. That is our Pioneer Day, so we had that a few days ago. I'm in Utah, so we celebrate that here in Utah and Idaho too. And let's see, August is just a few days away. I can't believe it. That is kind of crazy. I think that really is it. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit better to come back in 2 weeks. I'm hoping, cross our fingers, that we can I can come back a little bit sooner. And I hope you come back and see me and maybe watch my other Flosstubes if you've never seen them before. If you have any questions, just give me a shout out in my comments. Let me know if you have any questions. And hopefully soon I can do a tour of my craft room. It's getting done and it's pretty close to being done. So let me know if you want to see a craft room tour, and I'll get that up as soon as possible. All right. Everyone take care, and I love you guys, and I hope you guys all stay well. Take care.